YouTube? Back here with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
Imagine being a girl and seeing this man approaching you. Pretty creepy, huh? You see, for the last 168 hours of my life, I've had it my mission to find out what exactly makes certain people creepy. And what I've realized is that it all comes down to 3 key parts. Number 1, the uncanny valley effect. This explains why that dude is so damn creepy to us. To understand it better, I want you to leave aside the whole picture and concentrate on each facial part on its own. If you do that, you'll probably see that his mouth is wider, his eyebrows are thicker, and his eyes are too deep set. Apparently, traits that are almost normal but slightly off can trigger a lot of discomfort in the human brain. Now,
That's a lot of investigating that it's a lot of investigating to say that that person just not attractive. You could have just simply just said they don't have attractive facial features and kept it pushing.
you may think that this image was purposely done to creep people out and this phenomenon won't affect your life, but you are wrong, because you can actually trigger it too. How? Well, at first, by neglecting your health and hygiene. Greasy hair, bags under your eyes, cracked lips, and yellow teeth were scientifically proven to make you look a lot creepier. So before even thinking of talking to a girl, make sure that you are dressed well, smell good, and are properly groomed. Do that, and the chances of her seeing you as a creep will drop. But will this be enough? You see, the uncanny valley effect doesn't actually stop at uncommon physical appearances. It is also heavily related to ambiguity. I didn't get it the first time I read about it, so let me explain in my own terms. Let's take a look at this dude one more time. The last time, I promise.
Yeah,
what do you think is going through his head? Does he like you? Probably not. Does he want to hurt you? Maybe. You don't know for sure what his intentions are. And that, my friend, usually freaks out the human brain. Why? Well, this isn't able to prepare the best next move. If he would have been visibly angry, you would have actually found him less creepy. Now here's the bad news. Ambiguity is exactly what most of us do while talking to girls.
So, alright, from what I'm gathering, because he doesn't look happy and he doesn't look mad, it makes him creepy. So him just you not being able to tell what he's thinking is what makes him creepy. That's a bunch of bullshit.
For example, you may try to smile in order to seem nicer, but when you fake a smile, the muscle around your eyes remains the same. So you will send her cues of happiness and anxiety at the same time, and that will freak her out. To make things even worse, research indicates that women recognize micro-expressions and emotional cues even better than men. But there's actually a good part. It's pretty easy to remediate this ambiguity once you are aware of it. How? Well, for the smile example, before talking to her, open your phone camera and look at yourself. If your smile seems like too much, dial it back. It was actually
Just don't smile. Fuck it. Don't smile. Walk on that bitch with a straight face and be like, hey, how you doing? Fuck the smile and shit. Cause you sitting there smiling like a fucking weirdo. Now she gonna think you a weirdo.
revealed that the
Let it come naturally, you know, get in the conversation or some shit, and then if some funny shit happen, that's when you let that shit out for real. But you coming out off the rip trying to fake a smile is not gonna help.
best smile is a natural smirk that fades. This will help you a lot, but now comes the much more important part. Number 2, behavior. Now, if a certain behavior is creepy or not can be pretty subjective. Fortunately for us, back in 2016, 2 researchers called McAndrew and Conkey wanted to find out what are the universal creepy behaviors. So in order to find out, they asked the 1,341 participants to imagine what a creepy person would behave. These are the main characteristics they described.
The problem with this shit is if you are attractive, you can do all this shit and they'll think and that shit will be fine. But if you're not attractive, then all this shit is creepy. So it's just I don't know.
So let's take them one by one. First, standing too close to the other person. Now when you talk to a girl, it is best to apply the arm's length rule. Basically at the beginning of the interaction, a safe starting point is about 2 to 3 feet away. But you can't just keep the same distance the whole interaction, so a few moments later, you have to identify how comfortable she is with you. How? Imagine a triangle between your eyes and your lips. If she keeps looking between these points, she's comfortable enough to get closer. But if her gaze stays on your forehead or away from you, it's better to actually increase the distance. Second, licking your lips too frequently. Now every type of nervous tic can actually be seen as creepy by other people, this one especially. To avoid having these kinds of tics, you actually have to acknowledge them and use the competing response technique. For example, if you click your fingers, you can clasp your hands.
I'm not gonna lie, they got too many terminologies for shit, bro. You need to just lock in. If you feeling nervous and shit, you gotta lock in.
Together. If you shake your leg, press your feet on the ground. Over time, this trains your brain to replace the tic with something less noticeable. Third, laughing at unpredictable times. That's actually a way for your body to relieve stress, but you can avoid that by tensing a muscle group for 5 seconds and then relaxing it for 10 seconds. Fourth, making it hard for others to leave the conversation. Here's the deal. You, I, and most of the other men out there are very good at misinterpreting a girl's cue. Sometimes it seems like she's genuinely interested in the conversation, but she's just polite. So it's better to use the leave first rule and be the one who ends the conversations. This makes you seem socially calibrated, not needy, and even a little bit mysterious. And with this, your chances of being seen as a creep will drop again, but there's still one part that can ruin all the progress you've made. Number 3, intentions. Now here things become...
I don't know about that. I don't know what I'm sorry. I'm sorry. None of this shit matters. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. None of this shit matters if you're not attractive. The very first point, as far as what he was talking about with how the guy looks, is literally the only thing that matters in this instinct, as far as being, your intentions don't matter, your body language and conversation don't matter, the little things that you don't. It don't matter if she don't find you attractive in the first place, because one, she's gonna label you that anyway off rip. It don't matter what you do. Like I said, a guy can do the exact same thing, but if he's attractive, it's cool. And then you talking about intentions, you're not even gonna get to the point of her knowing your intentions if she is not attracted to you.
Become more problematic when your intentions are to go for the absolute win. What do I mean by that? Imagine if you and I would meet for the first time and I would suddenly try to become your best friend. It's too much, too soon, and it would scare you. So when you talk to her, tame down your intentions a little. Go from, I really want her to like me, to, I just want both of us to have a great time. Of course, you still can and should show that you like her. This can be done by using certain compliments or physical touches, but bro, be careful. When it comes to physical touches, you can easily screw things up. Fortunately, there are some researchers that actually drew some heat maps that show you where it is appropriate to touch a girl depending on your relationship with her. Now, even though you've learned how to avoid being seen as a creep, you can still make things weird if you don't know where to talk to them, how to stand out, how to approach them, and even how to maintain a conversation. Fortunately, you can learn all these things in just 387 seconds, and all you have to do is click on this video.
Look, man, like I said, all that shit don't matter if they don't find you attractive. And even the
video.
Yeah, none of that shit matters. Like, if they don't find you attractive, none of that shit matters. And even if they find you attractive, also none of that shit matters either, because you can be the most awkwardest fucking skeptical fucking, you could approach them with fucking headphones on a run, and they'll stop and talk to you. They will literally carry a conversation if they find you attractive enough. So that's the big if. And like, sad to say, but you just don't know if you are that attractive to her. You're just not gonna know. You're not gonna know whether you are the unattractive guy or the attractive guy. And y'all, like I said, y'all can both do the same things and get different results. That's tough.
To Morocco, I got pretty women showing titties like I'm Flocko. I came in a hard top, I'm still in the drop.